Hi, this is Dan from Magic Pachinko Restorations with another short video on a vintage Pachinko machine. If you tend to like these things, please click on the subscribe button down below. Many of you know I'm trying to close in on 2 million subscribers before my time is up. Kind of doubtful that I'll make it, but we'll keep trying. Well, that's not a very positive attitude, is it? Okay, MagicPachinkoRestorations.com. Stop by, say hello. And today we're going to show you kind of an interesting machine. This is a Maruhon, M-A-R-U-H-O-N, Maruhon. Tip this down just a little so you can see the machine a little better. This was a machine that I had purchased, and a customer found this on the website and said he liked it and decided he wanted to purchase it. So the original playfield on this was not too bad, but when I started to strip everything off, you could tell there was a lot of water staining. So at the time, we talked about what kind of playfield he wanted on, and the reason he liked this particular machine is this is the ashtray, the lower the lower receiving tray and where the ashtray is. And he kind of liked this, as it sort of looked like a science fiction ray gun sort of thing. So when we decided he wanted a different playfield put on it, I showed him this one that I had in stock, and he really liked it. I think it complements the machine really well. It's not the original, but I think it complements the machine real well. As with all of my restorations, everything has been stripped off, completely cleaned, new artwork. Nails tumbled, so on and so forth, and everything is taken care of, including all the wood. The wood gets sanded down, polyurethane. Now, with this being a Maruhon, again, it's an oddball machine. This does not have the hinges that you typically see on most Pachinko machines. So the way that this one is set up is down at the bottom of the main board. There's a couple of little tabs here that fit into cutouts in the base, and then there's little turnbuckles here. So if you want to take this out of the frame, you undo the turnbuckles, and then the whole machine actually lifts out. So there's no hinging, no opening like a lot of machines. Also, interestingly enough, this machine never had lights. It kind of surprised me, and I didn't realize it until I was actually starting to rebuild it, that there were never lights on this machine right from the factory. Quite often I'll get Pachinko machines where the lights have been, most of all the electric is gone or has been stripped off. You can tell the remnants of the switches and stuff are there, but this machine never had it. And it also doesn't have the mechanism in here that would prevent you from continuing to play when you start to run low on balls. That's one of the reasons you have a light in some of the machines is when this supply tray runs low, there's a mechanism that prevents the player from feeding more balls into the machine, and that's what turns the light on also. Usually there's a micro switch up here, or a leaf switch, and that's just not there. And there is also no switching over here where the jackpot would go up and down, or in the seesaw chamber. There's just no place to put them. So first machine I think I've ever run into that doesn't have any lights. So we'll show you how to do this, get this set up. It sets up pretty much like any other Pachinko. This is the ball dump right here. If you lift up, spring-loaded, it goes over, allows these to swing out of the way, and all the balls would exit the machine. So make sure that this is over, and it'll latch so the balls will continue. Also, this is a maintenance piece, this little red piece. If you swing that over, the balls would stop right here and not continue. So for home play, you want to make sure that's out of the way and let the balls go all the way down into the jackpot chamber. Also, the seesaw is brass on this particular machine, and right now it's tipped down like that, and you want it to be tipping like that. So underneath there's just this little push, go like that. It lifts the seesaw up into the correct position for gameplay. So this machine's now ready to accept some balls. I always tell my customers, just take a handful first and just kind of watch them run. You want to make sure they get from here all the way down to the jackpot chamber without stopping. That lets you know that everything is correct, there's no obstructions or anything like that. And as you put more and more in, this is now all full and they're starting to back up. So at this point you can go ahead and fill. You want to have enough pachinko balls to fill this upper hopper right up, and most machines will take anywhere from 500 to 1,000 pachinko balls. So with all of the styles of this particular machine, you're gonna the winning ball will exit this little chute right here, and the losing balls come out this chute here. So you need something that will sit like that and is wide enough to catch a ball dropping here and a ball dropping here. So it doesn't have to be a pachinko ball tray like this. It can be anything that suits the purpose. Okay, so we'll swing this around, show you the machine in action. Okay, so you'll dump a bunch in here. Put the tray back. Now, because there's no linkage or anything to prevent the player from continuing to play when the balls run low, there is a little window view here. So if you don't see balls there, that's kind of your cue to say, hey, I need to take some from here or here and replace them. The ball handling mechanism is a little different than most machines. It's very simple. It just lets a ball onto the launch ramp and you launch it. So with all pachinko machines, anything that has tulips, when the tulips are open, it's much easier to score. You also have pay pockets and the center attraction. Ideally, you want to launch a pachinko ball so it starts to drop somewhere in this area. If you launch too hard, it'll go over and hit the bumper. If you launch too soft, it'll just come up and drop through here. Ideally, you want to try to get it up in here to give you your best chance of going down through the center, because that typically will open these. So we'll just launch some balls. I try to set the spring tension so that it helps get you in that area. Now because this is kind of a simple feed, you need to make sure that your balls keep flowing down in. Because if they don't, then they won't feed like they're supposed to. So like they're getting, there, right down the center. And it will open up the tulips, so it makes a win the next time a little easier. Yeah, right. There we go. Now that was a double win. I don't know if you saw it or not, but one went in here and one went in here, so it's a double win. So machine is running good, looking good, and hope you enjoy it. Hope you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks a lot.